When you think of Bugatti, you think of an expensive supercar, and we're talking 8-figure expensive. But what is it that makes it so pricey, yet so alluring at the same time? What has kept the coveted car brand on top over the years? Let's find out. Bugatti. It is a name that is synonymous with exclusivity and ecstasy. The sheer power that radiates from a Bugatti supercar is like nothing else. To fully understand how Bugatti came to be the brand it is today, you have to go all the way back to 1909 when it was first discovered. The creator of the luxury supercar maker was none other than Ettore Bugatti, an Italian-born industrial designer living in the then German city of Molsheim, Alsace. Back then, Bugatti was all about style, panache, and excellence. Not only did its cars come with a beautiful design, but it was also capable of winning races. But alas, it slowly faded away into the abyss after the death of its founder in 1947. Fast forward to 1987, Italian entrepreneur Romano Artioli acquired the brand and renaming it to Bugatti Automobile SPA. It also began production on its first model, the EB110 GT. Unfortunately, by the time it came into the market, both North America and Europe were going through a recession. This ultimately forced the company into ceasing all operations in September 1995. However, that all changed in 1998 when Volkswagen Group acquired the Bugatti brand, thus renaming it to Bugatti Automobiles SAS as we know it today. 7 years later saw the introduction of the first ever Bugatti Veyron, and the rest, as they say, was history. For the next 10 years, the Veyron was a beast in its own right and constantly touted as the world's fastest car for many years. After that saw the introduction of Bugatti's second supercar, the Chiron, which is still largely popular to this day. Bugatti also released a track-focused supercar known as Divo, after the acclaimed French racing driver Albert Divo. What makes the Divo so special is that there are only 40 of it in the world. But how did Bugatti become such a desirable brand? For the most part, it's due to the low numbers at which its supercars are made. In total, there were only 450 Bugatti Veyrons worldwide through its 10-year cycle. For the Chiron, it plans to build only 500 through its own decade-long cycle as well. This goes to show just how valuable a Bugatti will be, given the scarcity of it. Not to mention, it also does plenty of one-off creations. Its supercars come with the most premium of materials that cannot be found in other luxury cars. And for obvious reasons, you're buying a Bugatti because of its unprecedented performance. With each of its new supercar boasting quicker speeds with more horsepower, it's hard to see who is capable of catching up. The one-off La Voiture Noire is a classic example of how premium Bugatti makes itself out to be. The car has already been sold to a mysterious buyer, even before it has been completely finished. This goes to show the number of trust people has in Bugatti, knowing that it can deliver. The marque even loves to pay tribute to its heritage, which is what you will expect of La Voiture Noire. It's a modern-day spin on the classic Type 57 SC Atlantic, while the Conte 10 draws inspiration from the iconic EB110 GT. Seeing as there are so little Bugattis available around the world, it would make sense that it's priced that way, right? That isn't the only reason. So what makes a Bugatti so expensive and yet has kept it on top over the years? At number 8 is the fact that they are exceptionally well made. Now, with a regular car, you'd expect a certain level of craftsmanship. After all, you'd want all your parts to work properly, everything to last a long time, and nothing to go wrong mechanically within the first few months of driving. However, with Bugatti, you can expect much more. After all, unlike a production line car, every Bugatti is exceptionally well made. This can be seen most clearly with the Bugatti Chiron, which, except for its engine, is made using neither conveyor belts nor robots. Instead, its 1,800 parts are made entirely by hand, with this being done across 12 stations in a process that takes upwards of 9 months. As such, it shouldn't come as a surprise that this level of craftsmanship comes at a price. At number 7 is the crazy customization on offer. Typically speaking, you don't get to customize much when you buy a car. After all, cars at dealerships generally come as they are, and even if you do order a vehicle online, the amount of things that can be customized is usually limited to the colors on the interior and exterior and any additional add-ons. However, Bugatti brings customization to a whole new level. That's because Bugatti allows customers to choose from a ridiculous amount of color waves. A perfect example of this is the Bugatti Chiron, as when buying one, customers can choose from one of 23 different colors of leather, one of 8 different colors of Alcantara, one of 31 different colors of stitching, one of 18 colors of carpet, and even one of 11 different colors for their seat belts. Unsurprisingly, it is precisely this level of customization that helps drive up the car's cost. At number 6 are the car's performance. It goes without saying that high-performing products generally go at high prices, and the Bugatti is no exception. After all, the company prides itself off of making cars that are not just beautiful, but oftentimes some of the fastest in the world. This has been made apparent with some of its newest models, as the Bugatti Veyron Supersport can reach impressive speeds of about 430 km per hour, while the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus can accelerate to an impressive speed of 490 km per hour. Thus, with this kind of performance on offer, it isn't all that surprising that these cars go for such high prices. At number 5 are Bugatti's high-quality materials. Now, most cars out there are made with run-of-the-mill materials, with most being mass-manufactured to fit onto millions of vehicles. However, the same cannot be said for Bugatti. It stands apart thanks to their use of some of the industry's most exclusive materials. In particular, these high-quality parts include everything from carbon fiber for its exterior panels, various kinds of leathers that have everything from Nappa leather to ostrich leather, and in some custom renditions, even exclusive metals such as gold. Thus, it should come as no surprise that these additions come at a premium. At number 4 is the high demand for the car. Now, you might expect that at prices that often exceed $1 million, Bugattis may not exactly be in the price range of many millionaires, let alone run-of-the-mill workers. Yet Bugatti has reported that the demand for their cars typically exceeds their supply, as many high-class consumers desire them. Despite this, Bugatti puts a lot of value into keeping their vehicles exclusive and hence refuses to produce a large number of their coveted cars. As such, they can command extremely high prices for their latest models and still get buyers lining up to buy them. At number 3 is the exclusive Bugatti Club. When you buy a regular car, the perks that come afterwards are generally pretty slim. After all, with the exception of perhaps a limited warranty, you probably get little more in terms of extras. However, with Bugatti, you essentially join an exclusive club. That's because after you buy a Bugatti, you are invited to take part in a grand tour event every single year. In this event, owners get to drive their Bugattis in glamorous locations, with said owners also having the opportunity to go on driving courses, usually high-quality tracks, visit the Bugatti factory in Molsheim, and even attend private concerts. As such, getting a Bugatti means taking part in a luxury lifestyle that goes far beyond just owning a nice car. At number 2 is Bugatti's high brand trust. Now, if you were to go out there and buy Toyota, Honda, or Nissan, you might get a decent car. After all, some of their models are certainly better than others, and while some have been plagued with chronic issues, some have been alright. Yet when you buy a Bugatti, you don't have to worry about any of that. That's because each Bugatti is tested, double-tested, and triple-tested so that each part is placed properly, each piece runs as it should, and in total, the entire car works without a hitch. As a result, Bugatti has gained a lot of brand trust and recognition for being a high-quality brand, and as such, the guarantee of you getting a good car when you purchase a new Bugatti means that you'll have to pay a premium. At number 1 is their exclusivity. While cars such as Honda Civics and Ford Explorers may be available in huge numbers, such is not the case with a Bugatti. You see, unlike mainstream cars that can be bought at a dealership, Bugattis are made in limited numbers and therefore are not readily available. In fact, only 450 Bugatti Veyrons worldwide were built throughout its 10-year cycle, and with the newer Bugatti Chiron, the company plans to build only 500 during its own decade-long cycle as well. That means that oftentimes, less than 50 of a single model of a car will be made every year. To top this off, some cars are made to be even rarer than the coveted Veyrons and Chirons. A perfect example of this is the brand new Bugatti 110, in which only 10 are planned to be made, and in which each car is set to cost about $9 million. Therefore, Bugattis truly are collector's items, and their prices certainly reflect that. So, do you agree with us, or do you have any other reasons why you think Bugattis are awesome? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, like and subscribe to our channel to never miss any exciting updates.